With the National Hockey League play in full swing right now, Hockey Alberta, as a minor hockey league season, is still kind of on hold. Players aren't on the ice right now. So to talk a little bit more about what's going on, I'm joined today with our sports reporter, Evan Kenny. Evan, thanks for taking some time to talk with me today.
Yeah, thanks for doing this, Jace, and excited to talk about some minor hockey here.
Well, we talked before, and last time we talked, there was a date that was set by Hockey Alberta where they would come out and decide kind of what was going to happen in the path forward. Obviously, that date has passed. So what's the most recent update?
So earlier this month, Hockey Alberta, as well as the government of Alberta, did announce that they were going to cancel the regular season for tiered AA and AAA hockey across the province, which is unfortunate. Then the government of Alberta actually came out with their four-step program, or their four-step timeline, rather, which then gave a little bit of optimism if you are a member of Hockey Alberta and playing hockey, as then they said that there is the potential that we could have games back or possibly a spring development season in the upcoming weeks, possibly in early March there. And it all depends based on hospitalization numbers. That's how the government of Alberta's step-by-step program works. So right now there is no hockey, but there is a little bit of optimism in some potential hockey players and families.
So as you mentioned, in step one of the government of Alberta's path forward, there is an ability to stay on the ice and play hockey, but what guidelines and restrictions would be in place?
Yeah, so step two would be what I mentioned, that sort of March spring development potential type of a season. But right now we are in step one that started on February 8th. And in this step, you can have a maximum of 10 people on the ice at one time. Unfortunately, it's not the best scenario. Obviously, there's a lot more than 10 people on each team, but it is what is mandatory as of right now. And that is including coaches, trainers, as well as the players. Now, what Hockey Alberta has said as a possibility, you can split ice surfaces in two and then potentially get, obviously, twice as many people on the rink there. So that's sort of where we're at right now. And then there is the potential, like I said, to go into that little bit of a spring development type season.
So with players not on the ice right now, fees must have gone down, right?
Yes and no. It's kind of a tricky situation here, especially, with players, teams starting the season, and then obviously having this huge pause. It is a tricky situation. So yes and no. Yes, in the sense that Hockey Alberta and Hockey Canada are reducing certain fees. Hockey Alberta is reducing their participant fee, and then Hockey Canada is reducing their assessment and insurance fees. So in total, that'll be dropping about $22.71. So not really a ton of money when you do think of hockey registration or whatnot, but it is a little bit of money there. Now people will be paying about $24 to $25 to Hockey Alberta and to Hockey Canada from their registration fees, rather than about 40 or so. It all depends based on what league you are in. So Hockey Alberta also says that they expect minor hockey associations to review their current fees, but it is not mandatory. This isn't a Hockey Alberta type of thing. It's all based on minor hockey association to association. So things like ice, the potential if you do need to travel for a bus, things like coaches, all those types of things are still up in the air, whether or not they do get reduced or not. So, Jace, long answer short, yes, there is going to be fee reductions, but how much is still totally not totally not known, rather.
So we're definitely going to have to wait and see how hospitalization rates go across the province. And there's a lot more questions and answers right now. And I know a lot of people are hoping to be able to get back on the ice as soon as possible. So we'll see how things go. Evan, thank you for taking some time to update us on what's going on.
Yeah, thank you, Jace. And hopefully we get some good news in the next coming weeks. And then, in the near future, possibly, hopefully we can see kids and people back on the ice.